Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the Red Magic 10 Air, a gaming phone that's all about performance, design, and an incredible price tag. It's got the speed, the power, and yes, that ultra-thin, sleek look we've all been waiting for. From 80-watt fast charging to a smooth, immersive gaming experience, this phone ticks all the boxes. But is it really worth it for gamers on a budget? Stick around till the end, because I'll be sharing everything you need to know about the Red Magic 10 Air's performance, battery, and what makes it stand out from the rest. Let's jump right into it. This video has been shared by my tech partner from China, so a big thanks to him for that. Hey everyone, it's Maiky from techmaiky. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more awesome tech videos. Now, let's get started with the unboxing. Let's start with the unboxing first. So this is the box of the Red Magic 10 Air in gray color. Here we get the tagline, "Win more games." Let's open the lid of the box. Inside this cardboard box, we again see the same tagline. Here's the SIM ejector tool, Red Magic logo stickers, a hard plastic case, a Type-C to Type-C cable, and this is the small 80-watt power adapter. Now let's remove the plastic cover from the phone and talk about the phone's design and build. This is a Red Magic gaming phone that is now lighter and slimmer. It is just 7.85 millimeters thick and weighs only 225 grams. Compared to the Red Magic 10 Pro series, this phone is much thinner and lighter. The headphone jack and cooling fan have been removed, and now there's just a camera lens with a small bump on the back. This gives the phone a better grip. It's the Red Magic 10 Air, which was just released yesterday. When it comes to looks, the first impression is that it's simple and slim. The back design has a clean, minimal style similar to Samsung's Ultra phones. The back is smooth and well finished, made of AG frosted glass, which doesn't easily catch fingerprints or oil marks. Under light, it shows a dark gray color with a high-tech feel. On the left side, there are some shiny reflective logos and lines. In the top left corner, there are 3 separate circular bumps. The bottom 2 are for the cameras, a 50 megapixel main camera and an ultra-wide lens. These are good enough for daily use, and you can see the quality in the sample photos.
You gotta focus on yourself, on your faith, on your dreams, on your mind, on your health, yeah. You gotta work, never tell, keep your head down, fine.
The top circle is a gaming light ring. You can customize its lighting effects and colors in the settings. It makes the phone more fun to use. The same ring is used for both the gaming lights and fill light. Even if you're not into gaming lights, this ring still has a useful purpose. It's a smart design. I know what everyone is thinking. Even though the flat back design wasn't kept, the camera doesn't really get in the way when you hold the phone, whether vertically or horizontally. If you always use a case, then once the case is on, the back still feels flat. The frame of the Red Magic 10 Air is my favorite part of the design. It's made of matte textured metal, which feels smooth and soft to the touch. All 4 edges have a 2.5D curved design, which makes it look and feel even better. It also gives the back panel a more premium look. The transition between the 3 screens is smoother now, and with the soft back and the thinner, lighter body, the phone feels much better in the hand. As mentioned earlier, one trade-off for making the phone lighter is the removal of the headphone jack. It still has dual speakers, which share the same cutout with the earpiece. The top of the phone still includes an infrared sensor, and there's also a microphone cutout. This time, the gaming button is placed on the left side of the phone. Press and hold it to enter or exit the game space. We can customize what the gaming button does in the settings. You can set it to open the camera, turn on the flashlight, or change the sound mode. That's a really useful feature. Right now, it only works with a long press, but in the future, it will also support more options like single tap and double tap, which will make it even more practical. There are also 2 touch buttons on the right side of the phone. Even though the gradual lighting effect has been removed, the overall experience still feels great. The touch sampling rate goes up to 520 Hz, which means it responds quickly and accurately when you touch it. It also has an 08115X linear motor, which gives a good vibration feel, especially when playing shooting games. Along with the shoulder buttons, there are also volume buttons and the power right side of the phone. The bottom part is mostly the same as the Red Magic 10 Pro. It has the SIM card slot, a microphone, a Type-C charging port, and a speaker cutout. The front screen still keeps the under-display camera, Iris. Its biggest feature is the BOE Q9 Plus panel with no punch hole. It's a full AMOLED display. The screen size is 6.8 inches with a resolution of 1116 by 2480 pixels. It supports a 120 Hz refresh rate. The maximum manual brightness is 580 nits and it can go over 1000 nits at peak brightness. The screen uses BOE's Blue Diamond pixel layout. The front camera is slightly visible under a plain background, but it becomes harder to see when there's a complex background. For example, when playing a game or watching a video, the camera area at the top center is almost invisible. Whether you're watching a movie or gaming, the full screen experience feels much more immersive than any punch hole display. When the screen brightness is at 50% or more, it uses a dimming method similar to DC dimming. At lower brightness levels, it switches to high-frequency PWM dimming at 2160 Hz, so there's no need to worry about screen flickering. As for touch response, the screen's touch sampling rate has been measured at around 870 Hz, which is very fast. Also, the OS now includes a new feature called Magic Touch to improve the touch experience even more. It can greatly improve the response speed. We can activate the Magic Touch feature in the game space by selecting a high-sensitivity roulette wheel. You can adjust the size of the roulette wheel and place it in a suitable area on the screen. Touching this area will be extremely sensitive, and you'll notice a clear difference compared to other areas, similar to adjusting the sensitivity of a computer mouse. For gaming performance and cooling, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 is the flagship chip from the previous generation, and I'm sure you're all familiar with it. I'm curious about how it handles heat dissipation after removing the fan and making the body thinner. To test this, we used Star Iron. We set the game to maximum quality at 60 FPS. For users with very high performance needs, we also turned on the Awakening mode. The frame rate fluctuated around 45 FPS. After continuous use, the core temperature stayed around 80 degrees Celsius. The hottest area on the front of the phone reached about 49 degrees Celsius, and the maximum temperature on the back was also around 49 degrees Celsius. You can also feel some heat around the frame, but the frame rate stability is still good. Gaming can be done with a case or a cooling clip. During testing, I set the brightness to 50%. If the load remains consistently high, the power consumption stays around 8 watts. With a 6,000 mAh battery, the battery life is about 3 hours or more. However, you need to be cautious. The test scenario I used was very demanding, so the results represent the phone's limits under stress. As a result, the body temperature and power consumption will be higher under heavy use. However, battery life should be better during regular gameplay. In Genshin Impact, for example, using the equalization mode helps stabilize the frame rate at around 60 FPS. At this point, the core temperature stays below 70 degrees Celsius and the body temperature is much better. The maximum temperature on the front is about 44 degrees Celsius, and on the back, it's around 43 degrees Celsius. The left and right sides are in the early 40s. The overall power consumption is about 5 watts. The battery life lasts just over 4 hours when playing emulator games. The PS2 emulator runs smoothly, and God of War 2 at 2.5x resolution can even exceed the screen's physical resolution. At this point, it runs stably at 60 FPS. The overall power consumption is about 5 watts, and the battery lasts more than 4 hours. For the Switch emulator, this is just a test of performance. For the best gaming experience, it's recommended to support the genuine version. After continuous optimization by developers, the 8 Towns 3 can now smoothly run Link manufacturing. In fact, it runs at a 720p resolution, and you can get more than 40 or even 50 frames per second. However, there may be some issues with lighting and shadows in the emulator. I didn't test it deeply. Running at a high frame rate consumes about 10 watts of power, and the battery life lasts around 2 hours. This is for a demanding game like a simulation. There's no need to test other games. The surprise is that we can download genuine games by logging into Steam. Unfortunately, most games don't allow you to adjust the settings properly, so it's hard to get the best gaming performance. Luckily, the official settings allow players to tweak various parameters. I gave it a quick try, and I was impressed. Under the 720p resolution with high-quality settings, the frame rate performance was pretty good. Some simpler scenes even got close to 60 frames per second. Sometimes, the power consumption of the whole machine can exceed 10 watts, so it's best to play with a cooling clip. The good news is that most green tax adventure games can be played directly, and their power consumption is very low. For example, during runtime, the power consumption is usually in the low 2 watt range, and the battery life can last about 10 hours. The 80-watt fast charging provides a good experience. By turning on the fast charging setting in the battery menu, you can charge the phone from 5% to 34% in just 10 minutes. In 30 minutes, it can reach 79%, and in 40 minutes, it can charge up to 94%. After that, it will take 7 more minutes to fully charge. It's worth mentioning that the 10 Air Steel keeps the charging separation function, which is important for gaming phones. This feature connects the power supply directly to the motherboard, reducing heat and helping prevent overcharging, which protects the battery's lifespan. In the battery settings, you can also enable smart protection and set an 80% charge limit, which helps better protect the battery and improve its lifespan. As for the system experience, there are no significant differences from the bigger Red Magic 10 Pro. It still offers features like the Play Space, game plugins, infrared, NFC, various AI split-screen options, and more. It fully meets the needs of both gaming and daily use. The price of the Red Magic 10 Air starts at 499 Chinese yuan, which is around 360 pounds in the UK or 476 US dollars. I like the light and thin feel of the phone, and if you want the ultimate gaming experience with a limited budget, the Red Magic 10 Air is definitely worth considering. What do you guys think of this phone? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Also, subscribe to our channel for more awesome tech videos. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and keep smiling. See you in the next one.
Don't let somebody take your time and your worth. Just focus on yourself